Welcome back to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Today's episode, powered by Perfect Sports Nutrition, is all about how to defend question mark kicks. All right, so today's episode, we're going to talk about defending question mark kicks. And what makes a question mark kick very difficult to defend is not knowing the angle it happens, okay? So with this episode today, I want you to remember a question mark kick happens to confuse you. And the way it is set up is usually with a hard low kick. A hard low kick. And then all of a sudden you think the low kick comes and you change the angle and usually go upstairs. Now, to make the question mark kick that much more effective, the idea is to come down on the technique. A lot of fighters don't have that hip flexibility or the mobility to be able to cut down on that angle, so it's hard. But a lot of people do have the ability to kind of switch angles and direction very quickly. So from here, even if it's a quick boom upstairs, not necessarily cut down, right? But it still changes and tries to confuse you which level it comes at. So this video, we're going to get into two different ways I want you to defend kicks like that, right? I say kicks like that because you don't know what's coming, right? And even you fight someone who's really good with level changes, low kick, body kick, even if they're not putting any trickery out, it's still very confusing. So how do you block? Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the mistakes people make when they block. Too many times people get comfortable with a low check, okay? So just because it's a low kick, right, people will only lift their leg, right, about 2 inches. So Matt's going to throw the low kick, boom, they only lift 2 inches. Now, the problem with that is, yes, you block the low kick really well, but you can't really block the body kick if they decide to change it. And really, even if you keep your hands up and I'm here, the body kick can still slip underneath and still do some damage. So the first way to block these question mark kicks or these unpredictable kicks coming to you is you have to build a shield on that entire side. So I know the bad habits, but you got to get your lead plant knee, okay, that's the blocking leg, to the elbow. That is your key. Because I need to keep my hand on my head. Boom, knees comes together. At this point here, I have a nice big shield to be able to block any angle kick. So when in doubt, boom, you got that full long block. Now, people will tell you different ways. This is a little side discussion here, but while we're here, you can put this elbow in different positions. And now, if you're fighting someone who's got a really powerful kick, don't put your elbow on the inside. A lot of people tell you to put the elbow on the inside. I don't like it because it can push the elbow in. So a lot of times, I like to put my, elbow on the outside of my knee. This way I can't be pushed in. Now, the only problem you might have with this one here is if they're very good, they can cut down. Right? Same thing with elbows. If you're here, this downward angle is very dangerous. So the second form of defense is going to help that. So when you still maybe get caught with that full shield, right? So let's throw a few. Matt doesn't know. I come right up and block. Again, I don't know. I come up and block. Now, I'll throw some at Matt, and I'll let Matt demo this one. So I throw it here. He blocks it. Comes in. It's still good. Now, the big one cuts through. Say now he lets it land. It comes in. I come down there. Boom. So how does he defend that? So the number one thing you got to do at this point is have the confidence, right, to pressure in. Now, yes, you can move away, but to me, if I see you run away, that's more, it's a tactic, but that's really not defending at that point. That's called evading, right? I want you to be able to block this question mark kick. So pressure. Get inside, have that confidence, and jam right in. So even if it's a low kick, a body kick, or a head kick, as soon as Matt sees this, he just crashes right in. It doesn't matter. If he crashes in, he's going to get hit, okay? Sorry, I'm going to get hit. So here, boom, I can't, right? I get forced back, and then I'm done. So if Matt could time it ideally, he throws the rear straight. So as I come here, boom, he drops that rear hand, okay? So the key is making sure you put that pressure in and find the rear hand if you need to. Sometimes just bulldoze if you need to, right? Some of the things that I will do is I use a battle ram style technique. And usually early on in my pro career, when I really didn't know how to manage distance as well as I did later on in my career, everyone was trying to knee me and clinch me to try to slow down my combinations, right? So I had to create a system, right, that allowed me to be able to hit, move, keep my feet, and not be able to hit. So when I did enter, to avoid the elbows, the knees coming in, the battle ram. So what I call the battle ram is I basically block a left kick where I'll bring my lead side block here, and then from there, I crash in. So it's here. I use this form of technique. So you'll see Matt, lead knee to opposite elbow. As soon as I come here, he crashes in with this battle ram, okay? And at this point here, I can't do anything, and I'm done, okay? Now, why I like that battle ram style here is because it blocks everything, whether it's a knee, whether it comes up, whether it's a left kick, I block everything, and me jamming that distance, right away I go to their hands. So boom, I go and then I grab the hands at least here. Okay, I defended the kicks and I defended punches, jamming that distance that way. So when in doubt, use the ram, close the distance, find the power, or ideally if you can, nice long shield block. All right, so I hope you understand today's concept, okay? This works for all dynamic kicking. Spin kicks, if someone's good at bouncing and they're feinting you, crash the distance with the high shield. Use that battle ram technique, okay? Make sure you block all levels, head, body, kicks. Someone tricky with an old traditional Taekwondo or karate background will use some of those techniques, all right? Similar when I fought Raymond Daniels. I had no idea what kick was coming, so pressure will beat these types of fighters, okay? So make sure you keep liking, subscribing, sharing Bazooka Kickboxing with all your friends and family, and make sure you support the channel sponsors. Perfect Sports Nutrition. Use code Bazooka20 to get 20% off. And my new flavors are back, the triple chocolate as well as the maple. And we have Hayabusa at Hayabusa Fight, all linked in the description below, bazookashop.com, and last but not least, bazookatraining.com. I give you all these videos on defense, striking here on YouTube, but to get the real stuff, to get the proper curriculum, to get the build-up, the follow-ups of the technique, you have to head over to bazookatraining.com, $9.99 US per month, and you get 4 videos a week. Yep, 4 videos. We have sparring videos, home workouts, bag workouts, tutorials, each week, each Monday, 4 brand new learning videos, okay? YouTube gives you the topic, and then I teach it to you on how to do it, how to fight with it, how to teach it. Too much value at bazookatraining.com. All right, keep sharing and liking. We'll see you next week here. Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA.